Hi everybody, we're looking at some more non-harmonic tones. The first one we're going to look at is suspensions. So suspensions keep a note the same and then step downward. They're counted from the chord name to the suspended note. So what does that mean? So remember that non-harmonic tones are when you find a note that doesn't belong to the given chord. So let's look at what's going on here in this example. Well, right here I can see that I have a C chord, so that's some sort of 1. We're in the key of C. But when I come over here, it looks like I have an F chord, right? I have an F, an A, a C, and another F. But then I have this G. So I circle it because I think, what could that be? Now there's 3 parts of a suspension. There's a preparation, a suspension, and a resolution. And the preparation is basically the same note previously. So here I see, right before it was a G. That's the same thing. So when I hold this G through to here, this is creating the suspension. So this is my preparation, this is my suspension, and then see how it resolves down so that this F is a part of the F chord. It's resolving. Now what they're talking about with the numbers and counting from the chord name, well, we started at a G and we end up on an F. The distance between those 2 notes, F, G, is 2. So this is a 4 sus 2 or an F sus 2. I guess I didn't really have to rewrite that, but anyway. It may have been even more helpful if I talked about anticipations before this, because it's kind of like this is an anticipation. So up here, we see anticipations, approach by step, and then remain the same. It's basically a note of the next chord played early. So here we have, again, a C chord, but then there's this random F, and then the F continues on to the next chord. So this note is anticipating this. It's not a part of this chord. It is a part of this next chord. So that's the anticipation. So it's almost like the preparation of the suspension is acting like an anticipation. And then the appoggiatura, and I find this one can be a little bit tricky because it can look differently. It can approach by a skip and then step down, or it could, so it could either like go up and then resolve down, or it could jump down and then resolve up. So you really have to be paying attention to what comes before the note that doesn't belong and what comes after. So again, here, all these notes belong to a C chord. And then here, again, I have F, and I have another F, C. Ooh, this is an A, so all of these are part of an F chord. But this B isn't. Oh, but if I see here, this jump from a G to a B, that's a skip. It's skipping. But then it resolves down in just a step. So that makes this an appoggiatura. All right, so there's your little brief explanation. Most important thing when you're trying to decide what kind of non-harmonic tone you're dealing with, look at what comes before it, what comes after it, and pay attention to the notes that are involved in the chords that you're working with. All right, you've got this.